To Shortcuts for Your Soul. My name is William Michael Forbes. I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and an intuitive life coach. And today we're going to be talking about the truth with Archangel Michael today. He came in a few minutes ago and he said the truth does not need to be prepared because the truth is always prepared. He says the truth is always prepared. It is only lies and falsehood that have to create or manifest a story in order to be believable. The truth is always prepared. Really cool when he said that to me. So we're going to get into that and we'll just do some Q&A around that. Lots of fun here today. Okay. Wonderful. So just if you like the content that you hear today, please remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and remember to click the notification bell. Share this information with other people too. A lot of people need to know that we are in a time of polarity right now between what is true and what is false. And every great civilization that has risen and fallen throughout history has faced this exact same crossroad between what is true and what is false. And there are preventable outcomes and there are inevitable outcomes depending upon the path you choose to take. But the truth is always prepared. The lie is not. Interesting. Let's see here. Hi, Drusilla. Good to have you here. Hope you had a great weekend. Yes. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if you always knew the truth? If you always knew the truth, that you are not your body, that your body is an instrument that you can direct and affect and influence with every thought and every emotion that you allow in your mind and body? Can you imagine if you knew the truth that you are a soul that lives individualized from the identity of the personality, that you as awareness, the truth, that you as awareness are not the personality, the body-mind system, but you are the supervisor, if we could use that word, the supervisor over this mechanism called your body and mind. From this perspective of your awareness, you are always prepared to know, not to wonder or worry or concern yourself. That is something that is conditioned in from your environmental training. But from the perspective of you as awareness, you are the truth. You are the truth. What you are is the truth, not who you think you are. Because who you think you are is something that's been created and made up by the world around you. And you may or may not believe that, but we will tell you that one is the false self and one is the true self. The true self is that you, which is able to observe thoughts, observe emotions, and being able to articulate changes deliberately and consciously over thought and emotion, which in turn affect the physical conditions in which you find yourself. The truth doesn't require an explanation, for its outcome is inevitable and clearly observable. We know that if you open and close your hand, it follows that command, and yet it follows that command from an unseen and hidden space in consciousness called your mind, that unseen place. But it is not unseen, is it really? The truth is you see it all the time. You see your thoughts, that is the truth. But others with their five physical senses cannot see your thoughts unless they know that their thoughts are invisible to the mind body, but visible to their awareness. To your awareness, all things are visible. What is of the body, what is of the mind. Why is it, you ask sometimes, can we not read other people's thoughts? It's because you're trying to read it from that body. And thoughts are not physical, although they affect physical matter. Your thoughts are invisible to the five sense world. your thoughts are invisible to the five sense world and only become visible to the five sense world, sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell, and only become visible to that realm when a thought is allowed to affect or influence the nervous system when it is combined with a quality of energy called emotion. Thought and emotion combined affect matter. Thought in and of itself without an emotional quantity to it will not affect matter. Thought, when it is combined with a particular emotion, will influence mind and matter. And the illusion that many of you are seeking to break free from is simply that, an illusion. And it is something that you can observe. Any one of you that are hearing these words right now can be aware that you have thoughts. Even when you are by yourself, alone, you are aware that you are aware of thoughts. Although sometimes you might get lost in your thoughts that you become aware of. Then you get yourself caught in the lie of your thoughts rather than the truth of your being. The truth of your being is that you are this sentient extension of infinite love manifested in matter, intentionally, consciously, or unconsciously, and unintentionally. So how do you get yourself to that place in consciousness where you are consistently and repeatedly aware that you have choice over thoughts, you have choice over emotion? Because this world, as it is structured now, your social and geopolitical environment is structured in such a way as to keep you captured into believing that your body and mind are the exclusive location of your identity. And this is a lie. It is obvious that your hands will do as you think them to do, is it not? And is it not true that you can also be aware of the thoughts you have to think before your hands do that action? The world has conditioned you to believe that your mind and your body are the sole locale of your identity. It is not. They are subservient and meant to be servants of your awareness. And so, the truth is always prepared. From the perspective of awareness, you are always prepared. You may deliberately alter and change thought and emotion when you have been trained to do so, but there are so many of you that are hopelessly and helplessly trapped into the idea that the thoughts, the images, the information that you have in your mind from this five sense world is more real than what you are, and that you have no control over them. And this is a lie. This is the greatest lie, that you do not have the ability to develop your awareness sufficiently enough that you can initiate your authority over your thoughts and your emotions. There are ways that some of you have tried to circumvent that through the use of artificial substances to alter the chemistry of your body in order to give your awareness the illusion that some sort of a change has occurred as a result of something outside of you. And that appears to be the case from the moment you're born, that all these things outside of you appear to affect and influence you. And the real truth is that you are the one that is happening to the world. And when you awaken to that realization that you as awareness affect thought and matter through the utilization of energy called emotion, which is energy in motion. And the moment you bring an emotion into your awareness, it will affect your mind, it will affect your body. And the moment you allow information and emotion to come into your system from this five sensorial world, it will affect you similarly. You may surrender your awareness to the senses of this world, to what the world will tell you to think, feel, and believe is true, or you may come to the understanding of the real truth that you are a soul here to manifest your expression through time, space, and matter in an unobstructed fashion from a perspective of love and truth and compassion and kindness. You do not come here to be limited by the form. You came here to experience your limitless creative potential through the form. But this must be done consciously and deliberately. But many of you depend upon the world to try and furnish you with ideas and information that will let you excel beyond what they teach you to think and believe in the first place. And this doesn't work. to simply fill your mind with more thoughts from this world will simply fill your mind with more thoughts from this world and only facilitate you from keeping stuck in that body and separate from who you really are. Because now you're bound by the beliefs of the thoughts of this world, and you think there's nothing else, that there's only gravity, that there is no gravity beyond the earth, but there's gravity here. And you're taught to believe there's only one. That thoughts are something that you have no control over. Quite the opposite. Your thoughts are meant to be subservient to you and your will and your intentions. You will find many of us will be coming to you in greater numbers with greater insistence that you listen to that which is beyond what you've been taught. For what you have been taught keeps you in the box of what you have been taught. And you are not a boxed being. You are a limitless soul. There are no containment systems in all of creation that can truly hold you, although there are those in this physical dimension that believe they can contain you with their ideas and their information, a little bit true, but mostly false. They believe they can contain you with their information about what is real and what is not real, and to a degree they have done this, and to a degree they have not done this. But this only gives the illusion, which is sufficient enough to keep you entrapped in a limiting set of beliefs that will keep you suffering needlessly. For in any condition where you find yourself suffering, it is needless. Your suffering is needless when you understand the truth of who you are. And who you are is always prepared to distinguish between what is true and what is false, what is real, what is not, what you can create, what you can alter and change and manifest as a result of intention and creation. So when I came today to this one to simply say, the truth is always prepared, that you are the truth. The nature of what you are is the truth. And you have to learn to discern between what the world has taught you to believe is true, what you have learned from books, what you watch on your media mechanisms. And you need to learn to distinguish between the things of this world and the thing and the being that you are. The being that you are as awareness. Let's get into some questions and answers with this one. If anybody's wondering who this is, it's Archangel Michael with me today. And he has been with me on many, many occasions. I'm just going to exit there. Good morning, everybody. Hello, Heather. Hi, Marjorie. Hello, Maria. Yeah. Wow. Thank you so much. I love that. Thank you, Drusilla. So yeah, we can get into some questions and answers. The truth is always prepared. When you can make the distinction, yes. He's saying when you can make the distinction between your thoughts and your emotions, when you make the distinction between your thoughts and your emotions, you have taken the first step to becoming conscious of being what you actually are. Not the mechanisms you're moving through, mind and body, but what you actually are as a being, as a limitless, boundless spark of light and energy, able to do and be far more than your five sensorial world will tell you. Fascinating. Good afternoon, Nikki. Hello. Chattel. Wonderful. So how do you get to that place? What is that? Because we're in this place of ascension right now. We're in this place of ascension. And Michael, Master Jesus, Buddha, many of our guides and angels, the Pleiadians, the Lyrans, are here on a vibrational level of influence if we open ourselves up to it. Just as you've opened yourself up to the influence of radio and television and movies and books, the knowledge that's been acquired of this world is only the knowledge of this world. It's a small, small drop of knowledge in an infinite cosmos of information that's available to you as a soul. Some people call that information highway the Akashic record, that you can access them and you can step out of your own limiting thoughts and beliefs, right? Fascinating. Hi, Lorenda. Hi, Nikki. Good morning. Yeah, so getting to that place where you can make that first step, that you are not your thoughts, that you are not your emotions, that your thoughts and emotions affect the condition of your body, whether your body is anxious or nervous or jumpy, is affected by your thoughts and emotions. Your body is a separate mechanism from your mind, but influenced by it. Your mind and body, you can think of them as tethered together like this, and you're on top of them. Actually, you as your soul, you're on top of your mind and body, right? But most people believe that they are stuck in their mind and body, so they can't affect any changes, and they seek to try and find changes in the world, and you won't. You find change by changing what's going on in your thought realm and in your emotional realm. You can do that at will. Do I have any, Daniel's asking, do I have any message for my friend Ivana in Italy? There is a rock. There is a rock to be sat upon. There is a rock to be sat upon. It is a darkened rock. To sit on this rock, to open her heart and her mind to the light, to reach beyond what she sees and hears, to feel the light that is seeking to reach her consciousness, to liberate her from the concerns of her world, to sit on this rock, to breathe meticulously, deliberately, patiently. Do not listen with your ears. Do not see with your eyes, but see with your mind's eye, the I am, see and feel, but not through the body. Use that mechanism to release yourself. But this black rock sits on a special point. You will know when you sit there and you take your first breath and you move yourself away from your senses and you just become aware. You will be delighted to find who is with you in this journey. Thank you for that, Daniela. Really appreciate that. Is there a message for me? Wow. It's interesting. People from the mountains, eh? Silence. I don't know, there's just, you need to ponder silence. Who are you? I'm her guardian angel. Tell her to ponder silence. To just ponder the silence. She will find the restrictions beginning to lift simply by pondering the silence. It will disengage her from all of this that is going on in her world. The pondering of silence will liberate her from this. The mind is like, the mind is like a trap for monkeys. I watched this thing on Life Channel a long time ago where they capture these monkeys by putting a hole in the side of a mud wall. And they make the hole big enough so the monkey can get its hand in and its favorite food is there. And it reaches in and grabs the food, but once it grabs the food, its fist is too big to pull it out. And so the native people can capture the monkeys this way very easily. And your mind is like that. So when your guardian angel is saying to you, ponder the silence, he's saying, keep yourself open. Your mind and whatever you've got going on in your life is trying to keep you trapped in a finite situation. Ponder the silence so you can release yourself from that situation and allow something new, the space to come into your life. Wow, that's really cool. Thank you so much. That's great to hear, Drusilla. Thank you. Glad to hear your leg's feeling so much better. Yeah, love does wonderful things. Love is a vibration. It's what you are. A lot of people try to fix the pain in their body rather than bringing love to the pain. Do that consistently. Your body will heal a lot faster. Question from Tina. What does my female guardian angel want me to know today? Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Something about it's very celebratory. I'm trying to. There's just the laughter and the joy that's communicating to you. Laughter and joy to be communicated to you first. Laughter and joy to you. Laughter and joy. Um, hand in hand. Yes. Hand in hand. I'm just going to repeat what she's saying. The hand in hand, the great ones walk with us. Hand in hand, they stand with us. Hand in hand, they are the trees. Hand in hand, they are the earth. Hand in hand, they are the stars. Place your hand in theirs. I'm not sure what that means for you, but please let us know what that does. A question from Mario. I would like some guidance on my marriage. Wow. I'm not sure who this is, but they're saying to step back from the process of trying to figure it out with what you already know. Step back from trying to figure it out from what you already know. Return to your love. And from this perspective of your being, look again. But to continue to try to resolve that consideration from the perspective of thought is going to be extremely futile at this point. But to step back from your thought, return your awareness to love, and look again from this perspective, and you will find something different that will unfold, something you cannot see from what you think, but which you know from your soul. Thank you. Thank you so much. Great question. Chatelle is asking for guidance on her. I don't know. Somebody just threw this huge thing of white sage at me and said, "Tell her to smudge. You need to clean your field. Something's got to come out. The smudging will help, but like a lot of smudging. For you, yes. If you're unfamiliar with that is smudging is a process where you use white sage or other what are called higher spiritual herbs, and you use the smoke from them to clean the system. The Native Americans and South Americans often use stuff like that to purge their fields. But really strong. And water. Yes. Sit near the fire. I don't know what that means, sit near the fire. But smudging, water, and sit near the fire. If you are near any Native communities, see if you can go and arrange a sweat with them. That will be a very good step for you. But they're really big on the white sage, whoever this is. Cool. Tanya's asking, can I get a message, please, from anyone? Wow. Are you not listening? We have been giving you messages every day. Give us your ear. Give us your ear. Do not try so hard at all to hear us. There's no trying involved. Again, so many of you seek to hear us from these senses, but we are not visible to your senses in the way that you understand, but we are visible to your awareness. We are visible to your awareness. If you understand this, your guidance is always available to you from the perspective of your awareness as opposed to your thinking mind. You will not find solutions to your problems in what you already know, because you already know what you already know. You'll only find solutions to your problems from the place where you do not know, that place of awareness, which so many of you are yearning for, but you're so attached to this thinking thing called your personality, believing that it is more real than what you are, and nothing can be further from the truth. And as the truth, you are always prepared. As truth, you are always prepared. Question from Heather. When I go to bed at night, I think my day over. My intention is not to think negative, but somehow things happen throughout the day. How can the subconscious mind still seep in after? It's not that it's seeping in. This is stuff from other lifetimes coming through that needs to be released. The moment you perceive the vibration, the moment you perceive that vibration, they're saying it's like a little antsiness, a feeling of antsiness or concern. They're saying the moment you become aware of that during your waking hours, to release it, let it go, spit it out. Do not hold it any further. They're literally showing you that, spitting it out. You feel any irritation, just spit it out. At all. The minute you feel any sort of antsiness at any point during the day, because the stuff comes up, stuff gets triggered during the daytime. So we can do lots of inner work at night, but in the daytime, when we're in this manifestation of the subconscious field, this is where we need to do the release work consciously, as well as that point in the evening. Thank you, Heather. Great question. A question from Sunny. I was interacting with Isis yesterday while walking. She said that this time I'm required to dive deep and discover my femininity. I'm finding it difficult. Any guidance, please, and thank you. It's important you understand that your conceptions of femininity, as they've been given to you, must be relinquished. For that which you are may be differentiated through this form as what you call feminine, but what you are will affect itself through that mechanism in a much more full way. What's that? Full way. Complete. You are much more complete than the form would indicate. The wholeness of what you are, the wholeness of what you are needs to be contemplated, not the fragmentation of who you are. This part of you that you think is lacking, take your attention away from this indicator that says that somehow there is something less than what you are. Take your attention off any indication that somehow you are less of what you are. You are not less than what you are unless you choose to align yourself to that idea, that emotion, that belief. You are far more than what your mind could ever conceive of you being. Please hear that again. You are far more, all of you are far more than your mind can conceive of you being. But you may conceive of the limitlessness of what you are, and this will alter the mind and what it will believe. For what you are is meant to affect mind. Mind is not meant to affect you. Please understand that. Please understand that. Thank you for that super chat, Heather. Really appreciate it. Yes, I love Isis too. She's beautiful. Yeah. You're very welcome, Heather. So this idea that the truth is always prepared, what you are as a soul, yes, what you are as a soul is connected to an all-knowing intelligence. What you are as a soul is connected to an all-knowing intelligence. It's what you are. It's what you are in your essence, your all-knowing intelligence. And your mind is a limited intelligence based on the 5 physical senses. From the perspective of truth, you as awareness can distinguish between that which is false and that which is true. From observation, what is going on in your mind? Where did it come from? Learn to change your mind. Yeah. Also today, there is going to be another wave of ascension energies hitting the planet over the next 36 hours. And there'll be a 24-hour gap in between that, and then there's going to be another wave. So remember, when you're experiencing these higher vibrational waves, or you're experiencing onset of fatigue or anything like that, take the time to sit down, relax, breathe the body, quiet your mind, release your resistance to these energies so the body can integrate them. Remember, your body in and of itself can only react to changes in the environment according to the nature of the body. So if it perceives a difference in temperature, or if it perceives a difference in weather, the body reacts in very precise ways. But you as awareness can override that and bring the body into a state of receiving openness, so you can take in these new ascension energies without having some of the symptoms that a lot of people are struggling with that are waking up right now. Question from Vertical Connection. What would be the effect of all of us would act as if the world was full of Jesus? Treat the other, yes. Absolutely. This question is funny. I've had a similar conversation with Master Jesus in the past, and he repeatedly says to me, it's important that you understand that love is a choice of spirit, not a choice of mind and body. Love is a choice of spirit, not a choice of mind and body. But you may embody the spirit in your mind and body. But many of you have found yourselves swallowed up by the mind and body, your spirit captured by a lie. And if you are to awaken to who you truly are as this sentient light of the divine, of what you would call the Christ or the cosmic, and you awaken to that, then not many of you have to awaken to this to effect a phenomenal change in this world, but enough must awaken. This process is well underway, and there are infinitely more beings involved in it than you realize. Not simply the ones you see with your eyes and hear with your ears, but the ones that you do not see. That many of you are learning to hear and learning to sense and learning to know that our presence is with you at all times. And yes, the world as you know it today is a manifestation of either the fear or the love that you choose to align yourself to, deliberately or in ignorance. Deliberately or in ignorance, you may align to fear. But there's a great world in love. Wonderful. You're very welcome. So there's lots of changes coming the next few weeks. I can assure you it's going to be profound. Have the courage to release your resistance to these physical symptoms. Do not let your mind go, oh, it's a heart attack. Don't let your mind do that stuff. It's literally the system responding to an electrical potential that's interacting with it. Your heart and your body this is all electrical energy around us at different rates and frequencies of vibration. So we perceive the electrical vibration of a plant as a plant. We perceive the electrical vibration of a glass as a glass because it's been organized that way. The molecules have been reorganized by humans, and the vibration of our body. But it's all electrical. When there's no resistance in a conductive source of electricity, electricity will flow freely. So don't make your body resistant to these new energies that are coming in, right? A question from one of them, Bogumila. Bogumila, Archangel Michael is one of the angels that works with you. He's one of them. There are 3 others that work with you too. Yes. Sanat Kumara. Yes. Gabriel. Yes. Question from Maria. Any advice on my job situation? I feel I've been in a forgiveness journey in that place and served me well, but maybe I'm done there. But I'm holding on to it due to my fear of the unknown. Well, you already know the answer to that question, but let me just go in a little deeper here, Maria. The relinquishing of your uncertainty will further your movement in the direction of your heart. The relinquishing of your uncertainty will move you in the direction of your heart. But your heart cannot move in a direction in which it is uncertain, for that is not the nature of your heart. Relinquish your uncertainty. Relinquish your uncertainty. And then you can move in the direction of your heart, for your heart is not uncertain. Only your mind can be so, but your heart can never be uncertain. Wow. Great question. Thank you so much, Maria. Thank you for that super chat, Drusilla. I really appreciate that. Question, who is working with me at this time? I don't know, this is an animal that's working with you right at this time. There's a specific animal working with you. And I've never seen an animal like this before, but it's fairly large. I've never seen this before. I don't have a framework for it. It's very large. It's not fur. It's a smooth-skinned organism, but its eye is clear. It's just telling me its eye is clear. What do you mean by that? Eye is clear. Your eye is getting clear. Your awareness is getting clear. Wow. To the waters. Go near the waters. Go near the waters for this one to be stronger with you. Go near the waters. But this is, I've never seen or perceived, I can only describe it based on what my memory of things in this world are, not what it actually is. And I do not wish to disrespect this being, but they're very fluid, literally. Go near the waters. But they're saying very clearly that the eye is clear, your eye is clear, your eye is clearing. So whatever's going on in your life right now, Drusilla, something is clearing up. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it, because when the eye is clear, I will depart. Because you will be here. Interesting. It's interesting. It's funny, hearing him say that, I also hear Master Jesus saying, when your eye is single, thy body shall be filled with light. That statement, right? When our eye is single, we're not divided. And our mind keeps us divided. Interesting. I'll be curious to see what happens when you go near the water. Got time for one more question. From Margaret. I cannot follow my heart. True or I cannot not follow my heart. True or false? That's correct. 100%. The challenge that you face is staying in alignment with that truth. If you are in alignment, then that statement will always remain true. But you will find that if you are entwined in your mind in what you've been taught to be predictably, you will find that that statement cannot be true, in that you are aligned to ideas that are not in alignment with your heart. The idea that you came here fully clear and open is true. You were in full alignment with your heart when you came into that body. Full alignment. And the world filled your mind and your body with substances and ideas and information that clouded the awareness that you originally came in with, and now you seek to see beyond the clouds back to the light of your being again. And from that perspective of the light of your being, you can never go wrong. You will always operate from truth and love and compassion. Wow, great question, Margaret. And a perfect place to end this wonderful day. I want to thank Archangel Michael for being present in this being. Drusilla, I don't know who you brought forth, but wow, thank you so much. Yes, and the others that came through for you. Master Jesus, Michael. Thank you. I want to wish all of you a wonderful, joyful day. I will see you on Wednesday. We'll be doing the draw for the free reading with me for my Patreons. So I'll see you guys on Wednesday at 10 a.m. Shortcuts for Your Soul edition. And I want to wish you a wonderful, a joyful day. And much love, everybody. Bye for now.